We're keeping our
Look,
one viewer waiting. See?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Geek Spot News. Thanks for finding the Geek Spot here on a Monday night. Charles in the chat. Appreciate you. That's really loud. That's not where I was going. But hey, thanks for finding us. Appreciate you as always. Our especially everybody listening after the fact, our Spotify listens have been cranking up and up. So appreciate that. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you subscribe. Don't just listen. Drop in. They're giving us all sorts of. I don't know if Frank's been checking out the podcasts world lately, but the prevalence of AI through podcast at this point has dug into now. It assigns chapters as you go. So if you want to know what we're going to be talking about, it's all already assigned. So you can skip around and hit the topics that you want to hear about every week. Really? Speaking of that, I'm Jack. That's Frank up there.
Hi.
Doing Frank things.
Hi.
Great to see you all on a Monday again. We were a little off track last week because of some shenanigans.
Yeah.
But we are back and good. And how was your weekend, man?
It was a weekend.
Okay.
I don't remember doing anything really but playing a little baseball. I didn't mention this to you. I video game baseball, not real. You had to look. You had to look.
I did. I was like,
wait a
look
second.
at all the talent that Frank's got.
Yeah, no. I did. So I guested on a podcast. I forgot to mention this to you. I think I did mention it to you about the sports. I did. So I got asked to jump on a podcast, and if I'm screaming and loud, please let me know. I had to mess with my volume settings yesterday. The channel is Sup ? Media Reviews, and the wonderful woman that hosted, her name's Kiara. She was absolutely a delight. I did it with her, a guy named Peter, and I think his name was Josh. I know they're I'll have all the information for all their channels and whatnot when she posts the episode at the end of the week. Next week, it was ranking our top 5 sports movies, basically.
Nice. You mentioned this briefly to me.
Okay. It was very, very, very interesting. And I want everybody to go and watch it because when Kiara did her sports movie, her number 5 was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And we all looked at the camera like, but not for what you think. Right now, you think it's for the Quidditch, right?
Yes.
That would be incorrect. And she actually... No, it's for the Goblet of Fire tournament because there were multiple sporting events. Like swam, and she actually explained it really, really well to the point where I turned the corner on it and I went, okay, not making my top, but she did a great job of explaining it.
So before when this show doesn't drop till like another week or so for you with that.
Correct.
What channel is this? What's the show?
Her channel is Sup. SUP Sup with a question mark Media Reviews. She does all kinds of great stuff, and I started kind of poking around her channel a little bit today. And the other 2 guys that I was in the stream with, Peter Meets Film and Screen. Hold on, I want to get this right. Hang on, I want to get this guy's.
We are more prepared than usual, guys. So we appreciate you.
Screens End. The other guy that we was on there was Screens End. I'm not going to give you the sports thing because I have other lists that I want to get to. But I will tell you that of the 4 people in that chat, 1 movie was the only movie that 3 of us said. There was only 1 movie mentioned more than once.
Well, I'm excited to get the chance to listen to Sup Media Reviews coming up soon.
It was Remember the Titans.
Nope.
That's it. I'm not going to give you the rest of my list.
But we don't know the ranking, so that's okay. So we'll find out when we listen to that show.
Yeah, it was great. It was actually a lot of fun. So I did that on Sunday. and just kind of hung out. What about you?
Nice. I was well, we were last together Thursday last week.
Yeah, what
After
about
that,
Norman?
I had a high school jazz comp. I was at Friday. I was at another collegiate / high school jazz comp all day Saturday. I had a gig. My kids, so their final comps of the season. So they did fantastic. Both of them. My oldest debuted his vocal chart he was singing on a Saturday, and then did that. They won best trombone section. They got the superior rating, which is the highest rating for the jazz band. And then
Awesome.
he took off to go sing at an a cappella festival that night, straight from Westchester, with a couple
Jeez.
other in the group for the high school that they took home best sound. So full
Awesome.
day for him. And then Sunday we just enjoyed the weather, man. Lots of stuff outside. Went to some family music bingo locally,
I never
which
got
was
this.
fun. At a local brewery and did that, and then spent the day, like I said, hanging out outside, doing all those things, and found a little bit of time to watch some things. Not too many things this week, but there's plenty of news and plenty of things coming up soon that we will be discussing. So we'll get to that. So you said you have lists that are not sports lists. I'm excited to hear what said lists are.
Dude, let me pull them up. I was doing something else. So one of these is going to go really, really fast. And one of these we'll spend a little bit more time on. This is a ranking of the 10 funniest characters on Shrinking. Shrinking is a show both Jack and I love a lot. So they ranked, this is as of March 21st, which is actually 2 days ago. So we're gonna blow through this pretty fast. At number 10, Julie Barron plays Wendy Malick.
Well, Wendy Malick plays Julie Barrett.
Wait, what? Oh,
Wendy Malick
plays Julie Barron. I'm sorry, I went backwards. Yep, that would be Harrison Ford's character's wife, the neurologist.
New wife.
New wife.
She's great. I love trying to Just Shoot Me.
Okay.
And everything else she's ever done.
At 9, they have Lukita Maxwell, who plays Alice Laird.
Okay.
How do I never? That's the daughter. That's Jason Segel's daughter.
That's number 9?
She's at 9. I think she should be a little higher.
Okay.
She's hilarious.
Depending on the season. This season they haven't really known what to do with her.
No, not really. At 8,
this is more Gabby's season than anything.
Big time. I expect her to be a top 3. At 8, they have Luke Tenney as Sean.
Okay. I would... Yeah, I mean, where they've gone with his character. Season 1, he was up there higher, but he has moved down my list this season. I bet his girlfriend's higher than him on this list.
Number 7, Rachel Stubbington as Summer, the redheaded friend.
Wow, you put Summer... They have Summer above Sean and Alice, huh? I mean, look, she owns the scenes that she's in, for sure.
She does. At number 6, we have Jimmy Laird, Jason Segel, all the way down there at 6. And I get that. I get that. He's funny, but there's definitely 4 people funnier than him on the show. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think the 5th probably is been a guest star, if anything.
Nope. The 5th is Michael Urie as Brian. I would actually put Brian in the top 2 for me as funniest.
I forgot all about Brian.
Awesome. Brian is one of the funniest characters in the show. He's been consistently funny, I think.
He's been consistently Brian.
Yes, he has. At number 4, Krista Miller as Liz Bishop.
Oh, that's way too low.
Higher?
Yeah, Liz needs to be higher. Liz is like top 3.
Okay.
Is she?
Oh. Well, we'll see who's in the top 3. Because at 3, we have Jessica Williams as Gabby Evans.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have number 2, Harrison Ford as Paul Rhodes.
Yeah.
And the funniest character on the show is a character that we both love dear. Ted McGinley as Derek Bishop. I think as you progress through season 1, Derek gets the best zingers. Or not just zingers, but he gets the best, like, quick one-off lines.
He's the best moments.
He does have great moments.
Because they bring him from like, oh, look, it's this background guy. Like, oh my God, he really actually knows what's going on. He's not just there as like eye
Yep.
candy for Liz. It was a
Not a
fun little
bad
list.
list. Yeah, it's not a bad
Yeah,
list.
I would move Liz up, but I don't know who I would knock down. So it's tough.
Right. Exactly. Which is why I said
Probably,
I didn't have ahead of time, but I can't. There's some at the bottom that you can kind of shuffle a little bit, but I think the top for that kind of sits out.
Yeah.
Now
Before we hit that, just to acknowledge Charles getting to meet the OG cast of Toxic Avenger, the original Toxic Avenger that helped launch Troma Films, that gave us James Gunn. So that's pretty cool. You got to meet Lloyd Kaufman, North Jersey icon in the film industry and the local cinema market. Set off. He's the inspiration for Kevin Smith and his indie films, and James Lloyd Kaufman's had a big impact on the industry. He's a pretty awesome guy, yeah. And he still makes those wacky, wild, schlocky horror films that you've probably never seen.
Mostly. This is going to be fun. This is the second and the last one of the day. This is going to be 11 controversial TV show retcons that made 0 sense.
Okay.
This was published a couple days, just yesterday, actually, as airing of this podcast is
It's
Monday.
all Yellowstone.
Well, I don't know what's on it, and we'll see how many of these shows I've actually seen out of these 11.
But it's all Yellowstone.
The first one is from Grey's Anatomy. Alex Karev's exit letters undercut his entire character. I don't know anything about this.
Agreed. Alex Karev was a character from the very beginning. He was one of the part of the first 4 interns that you had when it was our med students, when it was Meredith Grey and Katherine Heigl's character and George and Alex Karev. I can't remember Katherine Heigl's character. I know she dated Denny, but anyway. She was one of the first 4, and they really did an awesome character arc, and then they just destroyed the whole thing when he left the show. And you were like, wait a minute, that's not the Alex that you've developed for the last, 15 years. And they're like, yeah, we're just cutting the whole guy. Yeah, it was not a great exit for him. Okay,
so I'm 0 for 1.
Yes.
I'm 0 for 2 as Michael returns as Jason in Jane the Virgin. Never saw it. Unsure of the
I watched bits and pieces. I never got as far into Jane the Virgin as I'd like to have.
Here I finally get one that I watch, and this is one that infuriated an entire internet generation, I think. The mother was dead while Ted was telling his entire story in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, spoilers for any of these shows nobody's watched, by the way.
Right.
But, they're all old, I would assume. Yeah, I didn't love that.
Neither did I.
I mean, they could have changed the setting that he was telling it in.
Yeah. The pivot was really weird.
It felt like they had a plan for another 2 seasons. They were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and it's like the whole last season and a half almost. They build up Barney and Robin as this couple. Like they changed the entire character of Barney for the most part and put him with Robin, and then spoiler, you get to the very end and the mom dies and Ted ends up with Robin, and it's just weird.
Yeah. Look, and Kristen Milotti, the fact they decided to kill her off is wild.
Yeah. Next on the list here is XOXO. Dan is the gossip girl in Gossip Girl. Did not see this either.
I did not ever watch Gossip Girl. I was like, is it Gilmore Girls? I watched the reunion, but no, I don't know Gossip Girl. I know it's what gave us Blake Lively, and they just did a reboot.
Do believe there was some blowback on that.
Probably.
Here's another show I haven't watched. Hopefully we get no Office in this. Sarah comes back to life in Prison Break. Spoiler.
Oh, yeah. I don't know which one that was. I watched, I think, the first episode of Prison Break. I always wanted to watch more, but I never never could dig in because I heard the first season was must-watch TV, and then it went off the rails pretty quick because they were out of prison, and the show was still called Prison Break.
Yep.
And what do? You find other people that can go to prison for stuff.
I only wanted to watch it because they were both in Legends of Tomorrow.
So, and Sarah, who, you don't know from Walking Dead, but Lori Grimes in Walking Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know. Can't protect her, Rick.
let's stick with the Walking Dead theme because the next item on our list is, and I'm just going to read this. I don't understand what it means, so you're going to have to explain this to me. Walker blood alone will spread the infection starting in season 8. I don't understand that sentence. That's quantum mechanics to me.
No, it's not. It just means that the zombies, if you ingest their blood, you can get their disease.
Okay.
Which was a new take from it, because prior to that, actually, it wasn't really a new take. It was, I don't know that that's really retcon in season 8. I feel like that was happening earlier. They just hadn't fully explained it. So I don't know if retcon's the right one for that one.
Fair enough. Next we have, and this one, I didn't watch this show as a whole, but I have seen episodes, and I do know about this ending being incredibly. Dan was dead all along in season 9, Roseanne.
All along for the season?
I believe season 9, he was dead the whole season. No.
Yeah, but
yeah. So the entire season is revealed to be a fictional manuscript Roseanne wrote to cope with Dan's death from a heart attack. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
100%. That should be number 1 on the list. I can't wait to see how bad the cut for the next couple are.
Principal Skinner is an imposter in The Simpsons. I remember this.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was a really long time ago. It's actually an imposter named Armin Tamzarian.
Yeah, he ended up related to somebody, didn't he? Maybe not. I thought he did.
This one, I didn't watch all of this show back in the 80s, but this is probably one of the most, or one of the first twists in TV that it became like a lightning rod. Season 9 was just a dream in Dallas.
Oh, and we've talked about that. That's come up in multiple.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Multiple spots on here.
Spoiler for this next show. God was helping Sam and Dean stay alive all along in Supernatural.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Not a surprise. I mean, their best friend was like an angel the whole time.
Right. And the last one on this list, the Doctor is the timeless child in Doctor Who.
That was awful. Yeah, that was trash. They already kind of started retconning that again. Because that was a horrible play by God damn it, the guy that took over for a couple years, Chris Chibnall. Just tried to be like, I'm going to rewrite all 60 years of Doctor Who history. Screw you guys. And we're going to undercut all of it. And they were like, no, we're not going to do that.
And that's the list.
But to pull those two lists together, as of now, Kobe Smulders, Robin, has managed to get with all 3 leads from How I Met Your Mother now.
Yes, she has
completed the hat trick with Jason Segel.
She has.
Carrying over to Shrinking.
She has. And good for her.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. I can't wait for the end of the episode because I have a gripe with a show that is bothering me still. I just finished watching it, but I'm still angry.
We'll get there.
Yes.
I'm dying to know which thing it is.
There are a couple things, but so that's it. Now we have news.
We do have news.
Now we have news.
By the way, thanks for hanging out, man.
The big movie of the weekend is Project Hail Mary. Broke 3 box office records, including the Amazon MGM Studios record.
Really beat out Fall Guy? Huh.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller's record, and the record for a non-franchise March opening. It failed to topple Oppenheimer's record for a non-franchise, non-sequel opening at 82.4, but it did open with 80.6 million. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it.
That beat out Spider-Verse, really?
Non-franchise.
Okay.
Spider-Verse is
well, yeah, but you said Lord and Miller. It was their top one. So it beat out
Phil Lord and Chris Miller's record, yes. Lord and Miller directed the Lego Movie, which came at 69 million, and that was their previous high.
Really?
And it's Gosling's second best opening weekend after Barbie.
Huh.
Crazy, right?
Not the Gosling one. That doesn't surprise me.
No.
But again, I'm a little shocked that it was that. I guess Spider-Verse was pandemic-ish.
Yeah.
Still the hangover from that. That's wild though.
Crazy. We have a filming timeline for The Mummy 4. They're going to start pre-production on the film in May, and it looks like they're going to get started in August. So I think that's out in 27, right? 28.
Maybe. I don't know how long CGI takes anymore.
May 19th, 2028. So we get 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, I can't tell how long CGI takes to make things happen anymore.
Well,
because sometimes it does.
Depends on who's doing it.
So, right? Speaking of box office money, what do you think the number one movie of the year is still so far?
I don't even know what came out this year. I'm so bad with movies. I'm so into the TV world that I kind of lost track of the movies. Did we have any Marvel movies?
Avatar: Fire and Ash.
That came out this year?
You never would have guessed that. It came out last year, but it made most of its money this year because it came out like right at Christmas.
No, I would have never got that.
It's that. Then Hoppers is number 2, the latest Pixar movie. Followed by Scream 7. And then Goat, which is an animated basketball movie about a goat that wants to play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Then Zootopia 2. Then Wuthering Heights. Then Project Hail Mary. So it has not been a bang-up year for non-animated, because out of all of those, the only non-animated one in the top 5 is Scream 7.
Wow. I heard that wasn't even that good. Or at least I read that it wasn't.
I meant to go see it. I don't know if it's still out. It probably isn't. I'll watch it when it's streaming in like a week.
So we are getting another Yellowstone spinoff that you and I watched a trailer for today.
The Madison looks so good.
Not the Madison.
Oh.
No.
The other one that you made me watch.
The Dutton Ranch, this is called. Now, when we last left Rip and Beth, they were moving to Montana. I think it was
Texas.
Dillon, Montana. No. They were moving to Montana.
Oh.
But now that we're spinning off and we're moving away from Montana, now we're going to Texas.
Well, because they don't have to pay Taylor Sheridan to use his ranch in Texas.
Right. So the headlines here says Beth and Rip bring crime and murder to Texas in gritty trailer for Yellowstone sequel series Dutton Ranch.
Yeah, this trailer looks like Beth and Rip go on a killing spree through the state of Texas.
Exactly what this looks like, with Annette Bening sitting in a chair.
And Ed Harris, not in the trailer as much as he should be.
No.
Which is sad.
But this looks like at least
looks awful.
At least with Marshall's, it looks like there's plot, right? Like, and they're leaning heavily on Casey being alone, and he was in I watched last week's, I didn't watch this week's. He even made a comment, without the Yellowstone, he's an island by himself. He doesn't have anything to lean on as a marshal in Montana, and it's not a bad show. It is exactly what you think it is. It's a CBS procedural.
Yeah,
That's it. It works. This, on the other hand, as huge fans of Rip and Beth from Yellowstone, this looks terrible.
Yeah, nothing about this looks good. Now, interesting tidbit. Do you think, because now they are in Texas, and there's another Taylor Sheridan show in Texas that just added cattle for no reason to the end of their oil company, do you think Rip becomes their main cowboy?
On Landman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And ties in, or do they need to get Taylor Sheridan's guy that likes to spin the horses to come and help with their cattle company? They can go to his house with all the girls.
I'll try and watch it because I have to try and watch it because I need to watch things. I need to step outside my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But holy crap, does that look horrible?
Yeah.
Like really bad. And that's coming from me, who is a big Yellowstone fan. we have one pickup, but one cancellation.
We do.
Starfleet Academy was greenlit for season 2 before season 1 was even finished, and they got the official word that they will not be going to a season 3. So unless actually they probably did. They already filmed season 2, so we're not going to get time to see them graduate. It's unless they go, redo an ending.
Which I don't know that they will. I don't think they're going to pay for that.
No, I don't think so either. I think, and it's a shame because I enjoyed it for the most part. And as we have mentioned many, many, many times, it was the YA stuff took me out of the Star Trek part of the show.
And look, it's the kind of show that needed a couple seasons to grow its audience, right? Because it is Star Trek, and for those people that did watch it, could get over what a lot of the core fan base complained about with the show.
Yes.
It was really well done, and it did a lot to expand the lore and dig into the lore and cover things that had been built out for the entire run of the show from the very beginning, 60, 70 years ago, however long it's been now, through all the newer stuff under that Alex Kurtzman era, but never broke into the top 10 on streaming any week that it was on.
Nope.
So it's not necessarily because of that, but it also looked super expensive all the time. But I don't know why they probably could have done it for 4 years, and by season 3, it would have gotten
maybe
much better ratings, is my guess.
Maybe
because the YA stuff doesn't stay YA stuff, right? Like,
right.
Did Arrow stay YA? Not really.
No, not
right?
Really.
Do like any of those YA shows, like that's how you get them, but then your audience is now 6 years older, so all right, hold on.
Yeah, Smallville
season 3.
Smallville did the same. Smallville graduated out of the YA stuff, but still drug Clark and Lana through the ringer.
Right. Well, they went high school, then they went to college, then they were working jobs.
And then when you
by the time they're working day jobs,
just when you thought Clark and Lana was over and she went away, nope, she came back for a couple episodes. And she was still there.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
now,
look, it's a shame.
Now, on the flip side of that, Wonder Man got a season 2 pickup, which I enjoyed the first season of Wonder Man, but I wonder where they're going now. Are we going to actually get to the superhero stuff in season 2 now that we didn't get in season 1?
I think this will be problematic because everything that everybody loved about season 1, there's no way to do in season 2.
No.
Like, it's about Hollywood, and it's about the industry. It's about he can't be an actor anymore.
No.
Like, no, so where do they go? Do I care where they're going and what they're going to do? I don't know that I do.
I'm curious to see what happens going forward with it. This one I'll give a chance because, like I said, I really did enjoy season 1. I thought season 1 was pretty good.
Yeah, look, I'll watch it. But I don't. I can't say that I will be positive depending on where they go and how many years it takes to get there.
There's no
is this going to sit outside because we're not getting season 2 before Secret Invasion, or not Secret Invasion, Secret Wars,
easily,
whatever awful thing Marvel's going to put on next.
Well, so I do have Marvel. Marvel has now shifted some movie stuff around. Marvel is releasing 2 untitled movies. This will be May 4th, 2029 and July 13th, 2029. And then another untitled Marvel movie, which was supposed to be released on February 18th, 2028, moved out to July 28th, 2028. These are movies that we do not know what they are. Probably none of them are Blade.
There won't still be movies by 2029, Frank. Come on.
So on the Marvel slate, as of right now, we have Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out on July 31st of this year.
Yay!
Avengers Doomsday, which comes out 8 days after my birthday this year on December 18th.
Yay? Question mark.
Beyond the Spider-Verse next June 18th, 2027. That's a Marvel movie. Secret Wars, 1 year almost to the day of Doomsday, December 17th, 2027. And then we have TBA for Black Panther 3, Armor Wars, Shang-Chi 2, Blade, and X-Men.
We're not getting Armor Wars. Don Cheadle is 700 years old.
Unfortunately.
Wait, did you say Madame Web 2?
I did not say Madame Web 2.
Okay. What was the one you said after? What did you say after?
Shang-Chi 2.
Oh, we're not getting that either.
Sure we are. He's young.
No,
he's young.
Yeah, but he's busy. He's busy doing other stuff. They romp appealed him. They set it and forget it. You know, supposedly we're getting some of the stuff from like the end of Shang-Chi now, maybe. And some like but again, like at that point, who cares? Like 3 years with no more Marvel movies? Like we're not getting a Fantastic Four 2 on that slate? Like what are we doing?
According to that particular list, no, we're not. It looks like, so from everything that I have read, and again, I'm trying not to read too much because one, I don't know what the hell to believe, that what's AI now, what's not AI. It's ridiculous. But after Secret Wars, they're resetting the whole thing.
Sure.
Yeah, and you'll get Iron Man and Captain America, but you won't get Chris Evans and Robert Downey. They'll recast them. Chris Hemsworth,
I don't know if they'll do that.
Chris Hemsworth is the one they don't want to recast. They still feel he has some legs left to Thor. We'll see what happens. I don't know. He likes
the Thor paychecks. That's the difference. Chris Evans is like, yeah, I'm good.
But he's getting that Amazon paycheck because that Amazon AI commercial is awesome. The AI is trying to kill him all over his house.
I haven't seen that yet.
No. Oh, it's great. He questions AI, and then it's like he kind of thinking about what would happen, and like the AI does something to him in the shower. The AI closes the cover of the pool while he's it's Alexa while he's
find it.
It's actually a pretty funny commercial. I don't know. I don't know. And the last little thing I have is John Boyega, who could have been such a great character in Star Wars, has had conversations with Dave Filoni about returning to the Star Wars franchise with Finn.
Okay.
I'm for it. If you write the character good, it's going to be a good character.
If you write off everything that you did in Rise of Skywalker, maybe.
Yes.
He was still a good character in The Last Jedi.
Yes. And then he rode a horse on the side of the spaceship.
That was so bad. Yeah, look cool. I'm okay with that.
I feel like this Mandalorian and Grogu movie is the beginning of them doing like a soft reboot of Star Wars to kind of. It's not going to happen overnight because this is technically still a Kathleen Kennedy movie, as is Ahsoka, a Kathleen Kennedy production, as is this, as is that. They did treat John like crap, and the fandom tea is incredibly toxic. But if they can course correct and fix things, they could have. They should have just stuck with the threads that and we've mentioned this many times, that where he was Force sensitive in Force Awakens, and they should have stuck with that thread.
Look, also, if the man they let him do it, and he can go get an actual paycheck, go get your money to make up for all the crap for the last almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
There was a couple other things. Hax is getting his last season. It starts next month. Season 5. It's going to end. Right. So excited for that. And we briefly talked earlier before we went on air. We did get a Moana trailer.
We did. I somehow did not watch it.
It's fine that you didn't watch it. Have you ever wondered what The Rock would look like with flowing, long hair?
I saw the picture. And that picture looks like CGI on top of CGI.
Yeah, it is a whole. It is not Maui.
But you know what? It's going to make a ton of freaking money because kids will want to see it.
Yeah.
Parents will take their kids to see it, and kids will enjoy it. And that's all Disney cares about right now is that's what's going to make money.
Yeah, it'll make money for
Oh,
sure. I'm just saying
absolutely.
it's
Not for me. Thank God. I'm so happy my children are grown and don't want to see dumb stuff. I apologize. Don't want to see stuff like that.
Look, I will probably go see it.
You also have children of that age.
Yeah. It's fine. But I will probably go see it. But I did go see Moana 2. It was pretty good. I don't know. I don't know that I've gotten through all of Moana 1 ever, other than to see it. But you're also going to get The Rock singing in live action that
Of
You're
course you
Welcome
are.
song. So that'll be fun, I suppose.
Well, look, there's also the possibility that The Rock is making phone calls into WWE, which I get to talk about with T in a couple days. But we'll leave that for there.
Ooh, what do you guys talk about that on?
We talk about that on the Island of Relevancy, the number one, not ranked, but number one wrestling podcast, where we know that the writers of WWE are watching our podcast and taking our ideas.
There you go. So the number 2 movie last year was the Lilo and Stitch live action remake.
It's Moana's going to make money.
Only beat by Minecraft, and almost 100 million more than Superman. So, domestic, at least, which is wild. So, all right. I think that is all the news that we have for this week. If there's anything you guys think we missed, feel free to throw it in the comments. We're happy to.
Oh my goodness!
Mention it. Oh my God! What?
Remember Richard Grieco?
I do.
It's
his birthday.
61. He's 61.
It's his birthday. Yeah.
My goodness! Happy birthday to you! Damn.
What was your favorite Richard Grieco
21
experience?
That's the only Grieco that I know. Do I know him? Wait, he was in a movie.
He had a TV show.
Did he?
He did.
I got it.
He had a TV show that was a spinoff of a similar character. He had a movie, If Looks Could Kill.
I think that's the movie I'm thinking of. Hold on, I gotta IMDb that.
It is. He was a high school kid that becomes a secret agent.
Okay, I love that movie.
It's great.
Love that movie. Booker.
There it is.
Okay.
See?
Listen.
Richard Grieco, who I haven't seen in anything as long as I can remember, 96 credits to his name on IMDb.
Absolutely awesome.
Including The Curse of the Clown Motel.
Good for him.
Paper Empire, The Devil's Trap, Time Pirates, Stay Off the App, Attack of the Unknown,
Dick Dickster,
Fury of the Fist and the Golden Fleece. He played the Albanian. Halloween Pussy Trap, Kill. Really, I feel like we're going to need... Oh, he was in an episode of It's Always Sunny. We're going to need to deep dive at some point into...
He was in Veronica Mars for 3 episodes.
He was in 22 Jump Street as Booker. But now I need to go rewatch 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
I so forgot about that movie, though. If Looks Could Kill. What a great movie in 1991.
It definitely was. He played Bugsy Siegel in Mobsters the same year. It was a good year for him.
Yeah,
that was it. That was the 2 things.
That was the year. It was a lot of stuff in 93. Born to Run, a TV movie. I got 4.4.
Yeah, look at that. All right. Stars? So he's done some things.
He has.
Not many. I mean, a lot of things.
Sinbad, The Battle of the Dark Knights gets a 2.2.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot that go downhill quickly.
You know what? I would love to spend an episode on Richard Grieco now.
We'll work on it. 21 Jump Street. T, do you mean the show? I hope you mean the show. Because the show was anything that's a Peter DeLuise vehicle.
So was the movie.
Like Roller Babies.
The movie was phenomenal.
Solar Babies. Solar Babies? Was it Solar Babies? Where they had to save the world on roller skates by throwing balls of light like they were playing roller hockey lacrosse.
I'm ready for a new thing to watch.
There you go. 21 Jump Street. That's what you should go watch.
Speaking of
so we knocked that stuff out. Since we've only had a few days since our last show, Not a lot of shows have dropped. I did watch another. I finished the first 3 episodes of Invincible since we last talked.
Okay.
I'll stand by my previous statement. It's still just Invincible. The stories move fast. They cover a lot of ground in an hour, even though they do long fight scenes. They continue to move stuff forward. We get a lot more with Nolan and another Tatiana Maslany cameo in the show. A lot of her and Seth Rogen getting it on, which was in episode 2. So spoilers-ish. Not really, because they teamed up last season. But so Alan the Alien and Nolan Omni-Man have teamed up to try and find all the different ways to kill the rest of the Viltrumites. And they're on this ship, and Nolan spends the whole scene with him and Alan the Alien and his girlfriend in the same room, and Nolan's stuck on the couch. And they'll go and do an adventure, and then every night it cuts back to the room with Nolan stuck on the couch listening to those two go at it. And it's a recurring joke through the entire episode until one night he gets up and storms out of the room and notices there's hundreds of empty rooms on this ship that he could just go stay in. And he goes and loses his mind on the captain because nobody mentioned. He's like, I thought you were like a thruple. I didn't realize that you wanted your own room. It's a great bit. Then the show's really it's as T just said, it is depressing right now because they are pulling a lot of threads to make this poor kid Mark's life just awful in all new ways all the time. Whatever they can do to keep pushing him down and see if he gets back up is what they're going to do. So that Monarch, they're still. This was like the worst episode of the season so far. So not great this episode. They're still trying to weave all these different storylines together. Like, ooh, here's why this flashback actually mattered and how it ties into all these other things. They're really trying to dig deep into the continuity that they're writing as we go. But it's also fun because there's still just like cool monsters and stuff in it. And there's like some tech espionage stuff in this episode, which was kind of fun. But not its best episode so far. And then did you catch up on Scrubs? I don't think we had watched it as of the last episode.
I did catch up on Scrubs. It's still, again, it's hitting all the marks for me. They're finding the right balance. I think there's only a couple more left this season. We're starting to wind down a couple of shows while another show is about to kick off tomorrow night. Yes.
Yes, there's only 9 episodes total of Scrubs. We just dropped 5. What I think I don't understand on that show yet, and I think it's great. It's just more Scrubs, right? Like it's
sure.
I liked Scrubs. It's still Scrubs.
Yeah.
Is the timeline's wonky? Because like, how long were JD and Elliot married? And then how long have they been divorced? Because it feels like it's fresh that they got divorced. Like in the last like year or two is what it's I think supposed to feel like.
So,
but it's been long enough that Turk has like multiple teenage daughters.
Yeah,
so I think it's been 16 years.
It is definitely a little.
But it's weird that like Elliot and JD might have been married for like 15 years and then just split, but they didn't do anything in those 15 years. Like that I want to dig into a little bit in a Scrubs way.
They haven't really said. So I'm like the little bit that I'm looking is it kind of like it doesn't seem like it seems like they're kind of playing fast and loose with that. Yeah, it doesn't really seem, but it seems like he's still kind of got a thing for her, but a little bit, but he doesn't, which kind of holds up.
Well, look, if you went home with the harpist, like JD did, you'd have second thoughts about
harpist
getting back in the dating pool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scrubs continues to be great. And then the only other thing we get to, as you said, there was 2 other pieces of news, by the way, before we get to the other shows. One, are you up to date on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and the Bachelorette?
I think how many seasons are out?
Of what, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Yeah.
4.
I'm 4 behind.
Got it.
4 seasons behind.
Now, had you heard that one of the stars of that show, though, was supposed to be the new Bachelorette?
Is that the one that got canceled?
She
the
did.
Chair throwing thing?
Stools and plates and hitting her kid with said stools and plates while trying to attack her ex. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fairly big news there. About 50 million at least that Disney's going to lose on that.
Yep.
Which, oh look, they just made that, but it's fine. But yeah, kind of wild that ended up getting canceled halfway through or after production and everything, and they kind of knew that she was crazy.
Disney's going to make a chunk of that back when I go visit Disney at the end of the year here.
There you go, nice. And for anybody that didn't hear, I think I also saw official that Welcome to Derry did get greenlit for season 2, so they're working on that for those on the fans of that show. Now, the article I saw also kept saying something about a 3-season arc, which I don't remember that being the original plan. I remember it being a 2-season plan.
It seems to be a thing where like there's a plan and a plan with arcs, and then they like Shrinking had a 3-season plan, and now it's 4.
Well, the cool thing with Welcome to Derry is it's working backwards. Like they went in literally with like, okay, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do 27 years prior.
Okay.
And then they can go back one more stretch, I think, and keep Pennywise in there. But like age-wise, it gets real wonky real fast because they had characters from the very beginning. So we'll see how they do. But I do believe that I saw that actually got picked up. But now, since this show just dropped today,
I did watch something. I did watch something that was a little off. I was in the mood. I was doing research for this sports list, and I kept seeing clips come up on TikTok for this movie. And I was like, you know what? Let me watch this movie again. I watched Air again. The Ben Affleck and Matt Damon film about how Michael Jordan's shoe deal with Nike came about.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, it's a damn good movie. It really is a good movie.
It's on my list to watch someday.
It's such a... The thing I think maybe I mentioned this in the episode where I talked about it. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it a little bit. The thing I like the most about it is that it's a movie about Michael Jordan's shoe deal and Nike signing Michael Jordan without showing Michael Jordan and having him talk. And the reason why, and I'll be brief, Ben Affleck said when he approached Michael with the idea that he didn't want this to be Michael Jordan's story, that if Jordan wants to tell his story, that should be done a different way. This was about this. So keeping Michael there, but not really talking and not showing his face at all. It was a really good artistic choice because it kept the focus on the shoe, not on Michael Jordan.
Right.
And Jordan had one other caveat to agreeing to the script was that he said Viola Davis has to play my mom. And they got Viola Davis and the guy that plays Michael Jordan's husband, Michael Jordan's father, is actually Viola Davis's husband.
Nice.
It's a twofer.
There you go.
Yeah, Air was phenomenal. It's still such a great movie. All the actors in that are great. But we were going somewhere else.
So for anybody that is behind on or not did not have time today to watch Paradise, we are going to hit some spoilers for Paradise now from today's episode. And Frank has thoughts. I have some thoughts.
There's one episode left in this season, and one season left as of now for Paradise.
So go pause this, go watch that, come back if you don't get the chance or you don't watch Paradise. Thanks for finding the Geek Spot as always. Thanks for giving us a like, a subscribe, all those good things wherever you're watching, whether it be streaming on YouTube, Facebook, or podcasting. We appreciate you all. And and make sure you check out the Island of Relevancy this week. Next week will be a little weird with our timing for the show, so keep your eyes on a post to see when that'll be happening. I got a concert Monday night, so I will not be able to make it for that. So we will figure it out and keep you posted. But so on to Paradise
and the spoilers.
Yep.
So this episode confirmed pretty much what everybody has thought all along, that there is definitely some time manipulation going on in some way, shape, or form.
There's definitely timey-wimey stuff going on in this show.
Lots of timey-wimey stuff. I'm just going to jump right out into the middle of it and tell you what annoyed me. Samantha Redmond is this smart woman, right?
Supposedly.
Very computer savvy, very tech savvy.
Oh, I know what you're pissed off about.
Woman,
the same thing that annoyed the hell out of me. Yeah.
Her freaking computer password is just the birth date of her son. That's it? Like,
I'm sorry. Look, I can't create an online account for anything that doesn't involve a character and caps and numbers and letters and all. And hers is just a 4-digit PIN. No, it's not.
That's that. Even your bank password is 6 digits.
That was just a way to make sure that we heard the birthday.
And I get that, but
it was just a plot device. I know.
God, man, was I pissed when I saw that. Her daughter was like, I know. And it's the same password for everything. Listen.
It was probably the most lazy piece of writing they've ever done in Paradise.
I am an IT person. That's what I do for a living. Password resetting and unlocking accounts is probably one of the top 3 things that I do at my job on an almost daily basis. It drove me crazy that happened. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Now that that's out of the way, woosah, I'm good. I want to hear your thoughts on the episode.
Not as strong as last season's. I will say that. And last season's episode, penultimate episode, was my favorite episode of this season.
Yep.
By far, that was the one where we did the countdown to what happened in real time.
Right. Oh yeah, that was
good.
Great.
I don't know what to think about the Dylan Link timeline thing. That's weird to me.
So my thought on that was that is her Dylan. That is him. And that's why she got the nosebleed. And that's why he is the anomaly. Because
this would have to be an alternate timeline version of him.
Something like that. Yes.
And we say at the end of the episode, she goes in to say hi to AI or Alex or whatever it is.
Probably some monster supercomputer. I'm not looking up theories on it because I kind of don't want to do that yet.
No, that's fair. Yeah, it's.
I am glad they resolved the Gary story and tied it up in a bow quick. Like, I'm glad that didn't drag out into the next episode. That drug as long as it needed to drag.
Yeah. And we're going to get them back, and somehow this is all happening in a timeline where this train is on its way to Colorado now, and the train's going to get to Colorado in 2 days versus Link taking 9 months.
Well, they didn't have a train.
8 months.
And
I know, I'm just saying.
He's bringing thousands of people. Now, one of the things I didn't understand was why he took the pen. I thought he was going to stab her in the neck before he left the thing. Yeah. He took the pen. I enjoyed the episode. I liked the episode. It definitely, I agree with you. It definitely wasn't as strong as last season's same number. I don't think Jane's dead. Unless she stabbed her directly in the kidney, Jane's alive.
That was wild to do that the episode after you give Jane's whole past. Like, I know that's kind of the thing for the show, but usually they would do that the other way.
Right.
They would have killed her and then being like, oh, and here's why Jane ended up the way she. But like, to make her as capable as they tried to make her this whole show, and then she can get snuck up on by the shrink. Come on.
It was definitely very suspenseful because I really did expect the shrink to go to be the one that got offed.
Yes. Agreed.
It was very, very. It was definitely suspenseful.
Until they got to that scene, and then it was like, oh, okay. Well, she's like clearly she's not in the shower.
Right. Well, yeah, because there was no silhouette, and Jane falling for that was kind of a little bit like, really, like, come on.
Right.
I'm curious where they're going to go. I don't hate how it is going. Like, I expected timey-wimey stuff, and that's fine. I'm on board with time stuff. So
if it's timey stuff, but I don't know if it's timey stuff or if it is weird alternate universe stuff that they're going to pull in from, because it feels more like that. Because her Dylan died, so is it time stuff?
It could be.
He got sick and died.
It could
and
be.
This one's name is Dylan.
She said when she came back into the house to her husband, she said it worked.
Right.
So
I know. But it's also, I guess the husband will be more of a character next season where we get how much he did or didn't do. I didn't realize how many things that the doctor had been in that I did not watch.
Which doctor? The
shrink?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, she was on Person of Interest for 50 episodes. She was, I guess, the female lead on Person of Interest, it seems like. She was the female lead on Life with Damian Lewis.
Oh.
As well. Okay. She was on Fairly Legal. I think she was the lead on Fairly Legal. She was on The L Word for its entire run. She was on Alias for a while. Yeah, I didn't watch any of those things, so I had no idea. She also was a Miss Fort Worth in 1997 and was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Interesting.
1999 to 2000, which they still had not won a Super Bowl in 7 years at that point and have not since. So that's exciting stuff for the Dallas Cowboys fans. So yeah, my concern with this show is that we don't get answers next episode and they just keep pulling the taffy. That will annoy the F out of me.
This next episode needs to be longer too. I need an hour at least. I didn't look to see how long this episode was. I came home, cooked real fast, and got to watch it.
But there's also a good chance that we will get another season next year, and it'll be done. So more power to that.
It's supposed to only be 3.
Yeah, Daredevil season 3 already started filming, by the way.
Yep.
So yeah, look, if we get it next year, then I'm fine with them pulling the taffy versus actually breaking it and giving us some answers. But we'll see where that ends up. It was great to see James Marsden again for a full episode, by the way, with all the flashbacks and get our little.
Tell me the use of Final Countdown wasn't.
Oh my god,
great! Like they're
so good.
Whoever's in charge of music for their show is great, because the way they're redoing these songs and slower versions and weaving it into the story is great. Not to mention the fact that we're facing a nuclear meltdown inside the bunker, because they tried to lock the bunker down, but the other 3 of them,
we're trying to open everything up at the same
time.
Open
everything up, and it's a big conflict.
Yeah, there's a lot to do next episode.
Yeah, a lot.
So we'll see where they end up.
So Paradise season 3 is scheduled to begin filming in late March 2026, which for them is great. Meanwhile, Pluribus hasn't even finished scripts, so yeah, we're good.
No, why would they? So thanks everybody who's still with us for finding the Geek Spot.
We appreciate you.
Next week, as we said, we will let you know when we're available. Make sure you check out Frank at the Island of Relevancy with T.
Wednesday
Make sure
night.
you check him out this week or next week for Sup Media reviews.
Be next week. It'll be next week.
All right.
We'll put out all the details.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody. We will see you all next time.